You ever notice how the people with the most power sleep the least? I'm not talking about some productivity hack or hustle culture nonsense. I'm talking about fear. Real fear. See, there's this thing nobody tells you about leadership. The higher you climb, the more you realize you're standing on a mountain made of mistakes you haven't made yet. And every single person below you, they're waiting for you to slip. Here's the part that'll mess you up. The most powerful leaders in history, the ones who shaped nations, built empires, commanded armies, they weren't fearless. They were terrified. But here's where it gets dark. They learned to use that fear. And most people never figured out how. They spent their whole lives running from the very thing that could have made them unstoppable. You think you know what power looks like. But what if I told you? You've been taught to worship the mask, not the man. Stay with me. Most people think power's about confidence, about walking into a room and owning it. That's the lie we've all been sold. The truth, while everyone else is out here pretending they got it all figured out. The real leaders, the ones actually moving mountains, they're carrying a weight you can't see. It sits right here, in the chest. Heavy. Constant. You know that feeling when you wake up at 3 a.m. and your mind won't stop? That cold realization that you might not be enough? Yeah, they feel it too. Only difference is they don't run from it. See, society taught you that fear means weakness. So you've been burying it, ignoring it, pretending it ain't there. And that's exactly why you feel stuck. Because while you've been fighting your fear, the people who actually lead, they made peace with theirs. They learned something you weren't supposed to know. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let me break this down for you. 3 truths. Pay attention. First truth, fear is information. Most people treat fear like it's the enemy. It's not. Fear is your brain screaming at you. This matters. This could go wrong. Pay attention. Weak leaders ignore it. Powerful leaders, they lean in. They ask, what is this fear trying to protect? And then they move anyway. That's the difference. They don't kill the fear. They use it as a compass. Second truth, power attracts threats. The moment you step into leadership, you become a target. Your decisions affect people. Your success threatens egos. Your failure becomes entertainment. And here's the kicker. The more you rise, the more you realize you can't please everyone. You can't save everyone. Some people will hate you just for trying. That fear of rejection, of betrayal, it never goes away. You just get better at carrying it. Third truth, isolation is the tax. Nobody tells you this part. Leadership is lonely. The higher you go, the fewer people understand your struggles. You can't show weakness to your team. You can't burden your family with every decision. So you carry it alone, in the dark, and that fear of isolation, of losing yourself in the role, that's what keeps the powerful up at night. This is what they don't teach you. Now here's the part that's going to sting. You're not afraid of leadership. You're afraid of what you'll become when you get there. Think about it. Every time you've had the chance to step up, to speak up in that meeting, to take on that project, to actually lead, something held you back. And you told yourself it was imposter syndrome, or bad timing, or you weren't ready yet. But that wasn't it. Deep down, you saw what leadership costs. You saw the weight those people carry, the loneliness, the impossible choices, the fact that no matter what you do, someone's going to blame you for it. And you made a choice, a quiet one. You decided that staying small was safer than becoming powerful and afraid. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You've been using fear as an excuse to stay comfortable. You've been calling it self-awareness, when really, it's self-preservation. The most powerful leaders are afraid because they chose the path anyway. And you? You've been standing at the edge of that same path your whole life, waiting for the fear to go away first. It never does. So let me ask you this. What would you do if you stopped waiting to feel ready? If you realized that every leader you've ever admired was just as terrified as you are right now? They just moved anyway. Fear doesn't disqualify you. It never did. The mountain's still there. The choice is still yours. And the people who need you to lead, they're still waiting. The question was never whether you'd be afraid. The question was always, would you be afraid and powerful, or just afraid?